Wow, that's such a wild opening.
I love it.
I know. I'm trying to get my correct screen up here, but at least I got live all up here. We're starting. I just on a little side note, because this is part of the state of the market. First, I'm Andrew Giovinazzi, Director of Education at OptionBid.com. Welcome to the Ticker Highlight Show,
Good
where
morning.
we go over a
Good
ticker.
morning.
Lisa Leslie, Queen of the Candles. And we have Hans, the overlord of income. Mark is out this week, or no, he's out today. He was on a 5-day sojourn somewhere. I do not know where. But we do have his picks. So today, if you don't know, if you're new, Ticker Highlight Show, we write, all of us, Leisha, myself, Hans, Mark, about stocks we like, stocks we want to avoid. We send that out. You can be on the email list for that. And then we have Leisha look at the charts. And we kind of see how we like them on Monday, plus whatever newsworthy thing that's going on Monday. And I will say, so there, I think we have some positions in Option Pit around lithium. I think LAC, a stock, there it is. I'm long some shares in that. In QS, I'm long some shares. It's up a couple of bucks today because they're debuting a battery, I believe, in Dubai. So speculative stock, could be worth a lot, could not. I did close some short puts in our pro session this morning, or for our pro students this morning, and I'm going to go sell another one here after we see how the dust settles. But could be positive for lithium and make batteries last a very long time. Could be, and that's what. So that is a little story there for QS. A little bit of a surprising bonus here in the morning. And I guess we'll start with Hans. You wanna start today? I'll put Mark's stocks at the end. Hans has a couple of names here, long and short. And I just figure I'll kick it to Hans here to start. From the Canadian point of view,
That's right.
And the little birdie did tell me your stocks, but I want people to I want you to kind of describe them here. I don't know if you're sharing your screen or I can put them up here on mine. Either way.
Yeah, I'll let you do it, Andrew. Canada is actually a good place for AI because it's nice and cold, and with data centers, they run hot. You got to put these things in cold places. It's a bit like, remember years ago with Bitcoin, they're like, well, we got to just move these things to where there's, the cheapest, the lowest cost electricity and things like that. So you got to move to where the geographical the advantages make sense. So we welcome that. We have lots of land, and I'm sure Donald Trump wants to, cut down all our forests and fill them with data centers. So, but that's okay. We need it. And don't worry, trees just give us oxygen. We'll be fine without that. We'll be fine. Don't worry. But to my point, yeah, talking about wins, I was looking at some of my recommendations the last few weeks, and one of them was Western Digital, and the other side of it was don't buy Dropbox. And Dropbox is down, and Western Digital is up almost 30%. So we're putting out some great trades for you guys. I hope you're reading them because you get them before we actually talk about them. And a lot of the time, the horse is a little bit out of the barn, right? So you want to be on that list. You want to be reading about these things. Then you hear us talk about them. And that is the way you should sort of do this sort of thing. But today, my pick is Amazon, right? So, I'm sure you guys have heard of that stock. It's a big company. They sell stuff online. But that's not the whole story, right? So Amazon, I'm looking at this thing, and we've touched upon this a few times, Leisha and Andrew, over time. And we've sort of said, well, look, Walmart, of course, is another one that everybody knows. And you look at the valuations of these two things and you're like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Amazon is actually cheaper on a price earnings basis. It's actually cheaper on a PEG basis, which is, relating the operations, the price earnings to growth, which is important, right? And it's in all the right places. So I look at Walmart and it's doing very well. They're doing better. They're not that kind of gross sort of place that they were at one point, a bit more dollar store-ish. They're doing better. They're selling better stuff, and they're absolutely nailing the whole, buy it, order it, pick it up. Like they're getting the logistics right. To me, there's no contest here. I look at these two companies and I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Amazon is in all the right places. It's the information highway when it comes to this backbone of everything that we're looking at these days, the inference phase. So the data center business is absolutely massive. And I just don't see how the build out of this new world that we're facing isn't going to include Amazon in some big way. Everybody focuses on Azure and Google and their cloud business, and they put up a little bit better numbers, but they're all tied to the ecosystem that those companies have, and that's very valuable. Amazon is different. It's tied to everyone. It's kind of that layer of that cloud layer that everybody uses. Many companies use across the world, and they're moving more into the smart cloud area of things, because that's of course where we're heading, not just storage, but smart storage, GPU type storage. They have their own chips, all that stuff. So it is a fantastic stock. I think it's doing all the right things. The valuation isn't bad compared to some things that we're looking at out there. And it's one of my very, very favorite investments, because it's this great combination of real world. And I said this recently, I said, as we sort of see a little bit of topping out in some of these growthier areas of AI, I said Amazon and Apple kind of straddle these two worlds, which is AI, but also the physical aspect of things. So that plays into the sort of broadening out in the economy. People are going to buy phones from Apple. People are going to buy a lot of stuff from Amazon, but it has this sort of very physical part of the business combined with an area related to AI that is just growing gangbusters. So for me, it's Amazon. One to love is Amazon. One to leave is Walmart. I'm not saying short Walmart, but there's no contest between those two companies in terms of what I would rather be in.
So we'll go with a positive for Amazon. So Alicia, that's important for you to Amazon good, Walmart not good. Although we did have the Walmart pick last week, so we're probably just going to let that one cool for a week. Now, Alicia, your picks. What do you have this week? And why don't you share your screen so you can start giving people the charts for your two picks this week?
My short was Rocket Lab, but I was wrong because it held the support there. I was looking at this very bearish engulfing candle, and I thought it would bear flag here at the support and take another leg down to 38.34. But this is why we wait for confirmation. It decided it's holding that support and it's rallying. So I think Rocket Lab wants to trade 50 half. So don't short it, like I wrote. And my long was Etsy, but it's made a really good move this morning already. Really nice little cute hammer there that doesn't matter the size of the candle. It change in trend, held the support, had the confirmation up into the next channel. I do think Etsy could trade up here 58 and a quarter. But I think, like you said, that's kind of already gone, so I wouldn't hop in there today. But Walmart, I would not short. I think it could be bull flagging a little bit here. And Amazon, I like Amazon. I think it's bull flagging here too. It's holding the gap. We do have to clear our previous high, 236. So, and then I think you could trade to 242 half, which would be a really nice move. I would like to see it pop over that resistance though before hopping in personally. Andrew, QS is one of yours. What was the other one?
Well, just QS has a bunch of news today. That's all. That their solid state lithium battery or something is a motorcycle, it should be running on it in Dubai. So anyway, the news was very positive on it.
Yeah, your MACD's turning bullish, RSI is very bullish. The rule it's funny, traded right to the top of the pitchfork. The rule, and look at that tiny, tiny little dragonfly doji confirmation. What a great trade. The rule with the gap, wait a day, 2 days, holds the gap, and generally you're going to trade higher in the same direction, which in this case is higher. Maybe you come back 1387 and 1462 was just there in July. Nice. What was your short, Andrew?
Oh, I'm sorry. My long and short was, my short was Lulu.
Oh,
Again here, but I think Lulu is sort of suffering from what Nike suffered. Like they had a high margin. They kind of had a high margin business with a high growth multiple, and it kind of got smashed.
yeah.
Again, so
yoga pants are out.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm looking at it right now here. I think wow, it's down another $4 today. I think they're going to have problems for a while in the short term.
I think you're right. Again, the rule of the gap, wait a day or two and it will continue in the same direction. And it's awesome that it's lower than the low of Friday. So yeah, Andrew, I have support all the way down at like 141.
I like that. I think the CEO said, he admitted, he said, we dropped the ball. This isn't like a gap where you're like, okay, it's a temporary problem. He said, we're not doing things right. We're not meeting customers' needs. We're like, this is not something that's going to get turned around right away. So shorter term, I'd say you're right, guys. It's probably not going to bounce anytime soon.
Yeah, we haven't taken a put in a while. And your long,
I know, and it's kind of tempting. You know, you got 2 days here on it, but
tough to get short something after it's been smoked so hard. But that's the opportunity I find on big gaps to the upside. A lot of the time, the opportunity is in the continuation trade, and there may just be like you're not going to make this thing's not going to go to 140 next week, but it may just be kind of a slow burn down as funds just get the heck out of this thing.
Yeah, even if we get a $5 move, we'll take our money.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was your long, Andrew?
My long trade is gold, and the reason why is
because it's nonstop. It's not stopping.
I think it's real simple. It's nonstop. It's nonstop until the Fed on the 17th. You do have some CPI, which we could have, which could shake things up a little bit. But
real gold is beating digital gold, Andrew. Real gold is kicking Bitcoin's butt lately. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the also people. There's some issues. They're trying to sort out the issues in the background here for the broadcast. So those are my two. The only one. Again, I like Lulu as a short. If you turn off the low latency button for people, you should have some things will get better for you. There's a little button on the front. You probably can't see it that says low latency. If you turn it off, you might have better performance.
So
Mark liked NVIDIA. Mark liked NVIDIA as a long and Google as a short because it's looking a little overstretched.
I would not short Google yet. The top of the pitchfork is up here, 242. I wouldn't short it. Wait for a red bearish signal, some kind of change in trend candle there. NVIDIA, though, I kind of like NVIDIA long. Look how perfect it is holding the bottom of the pitchfork. We have a really nice dragonfly doji, change in trend after this mass confusion. High wave doji sold off. confirmation. We'll get some resistance at 172.82. I don't mind NVIDIA long. This is still a little bearish, but it's lagging. And
Right.
RSI is turning bullish.
All right. So on our choices, you have the Rocket Lab short,
Not good. We're not doing that.
but you're not liking that so much.
No.
The Amazon long, I'm gravitating toward. The Walmart short, no, just because we had the Walmart long last week, and I would I'm avoiding that one since that was just a pick last week.
Yeah.
Alicia, your long was
Etsy's already made a big move today. That's out.
I know, and that was good for
Small account.
yeah, except small account challenge. I didn't fill on Friday into the end of the day, and so. All right, so Etsy's kind of out. So by process of elimination, I have GLD. My only problem with GLD is we do have some inflation numbers, which could dull GLD in the short term.
Yeah.
That's my only problem there. So Lulu as a short. So by process of elimination right now, we have Lulu as a short potential.
I like that.
And Amazon as the long potential.
Well, I like Amazon too, but it is up against some resistance here. It could just be pausing to break out above there. It's held the gap. If you guys feel really strongly, we could enter that.
Right. Well, if you go to my screen, if I look on my little momentum and vol indicator, if they can switch to my screen real fast.
I also like NVIDIA higher.
I like NVIDIA higher, I like the tech higher. Amazon has the cheapest options around. Right now, Amazon has the cheapest calls around. Volatility is only 24%.
Ooh.
It's hard not to like that. On the flip side here, if I go to Lulu,
NVIDIA looks low too.
I know. I'm pulling NVIDIA up right now. If you guys could switch to my screen, hopefully.
We're on your screen.
Yeah. Oh, we are. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to look for it in the box there. I see NVIDIA option prices. Where's NVIDIA on my list here? Did I put it on the bottom? Hold on. Where? Oh, I don't have NVIDIA on my list. Hold on. I can't believe that I don't, but I don't. That's weird. I know it's there somewhere. I just can't find it. Okay. Go back to here. So NVIDIA options, I would say, are still price-wise. They could be cheaper right now. And I would say the cheapest options are Lulu and Amazon in general. I would almost do a long Amazon, short Lulu, but I don't know, Alicia, which one do you like better? I like the Amazon long. But I think Lulu is just into the dustbin at this point. What kind of confirmation do you have? You got 2 days post earnings of just going into the ash can. I mean, it is down again today, but I'll throw it out. Hans, are you liking Amazon a little more just right now because it's continuing on the strength?
I think so. I think it's a little bit of a horse out of the barn. Of course, you always caveat that with, it's had a good run. I mean, it's had a good run. But I think it's a fair shot. They've had this Perplexity is now, worth $200 billion and they own 17% of that. There's sort of a lot of good things going on there. So I like it. And a breakout, if it starts to break out, I think people are going to sort of have to panic buy it. It's such a big
I think, again, this is a week where we're waiting for the Fed and waiting for information. And I think Amazon's a
true.
little bit more broad markety. So I would opt to the sort of the special Lulu situation and look for a cheap put here.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm like.
I like
Not
that.
on your trade, Andrew, but I'm with you.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah, because I think any pop is probably to be sold because the story is just crap, right?
Right.
Whereas, yeah, if the market resets lower on some inflation number, then it stays lower.
Right.
Amazon might be more susceptible to that. I like that thinking.
And we do have that little resistance there we need to pop over in Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now I'm looking at a September 26, 157.5 put that's trading for right around 360. So I'm going to write up a sheet here for it. Hold on. All right. All right, let me move this over. So, okay, today is September. Is today the 8th? September 8th already? Oh my gosh. Where'd this year go?
I know.
So I would be buy to open one Lulu September 26th. 157.5 put for. Let me see what our price is, and I'll get that into our.
They're 345, 375.
Okay, so let's try three. Let's try three around 365. Stick in a bin here. And what I would do here is I would set, where's a good stop area, Alicia, for it? That you see from a chart that looks good.
Let's see. I'd say a close over 165.
Close.
$2, but we're looking for a pretty good move. So
Yeah. So 165, and we are out. And again, this is looking for Lulu just to make it's on its way to making year low. So I like to see at least $7 target for here. So right around the low 150s. What's a bottom number on the pitchfork right now, Alicia, that you have there? So we can get, whoops. I need
140, 141, and then 135.
Oh, wow. All right. So ugly area for pitchfork out there. All right. Let me get the trade in posted here. Now, hopefully everybody can see my screen. I don't want that one. I want. All right. I got this one. I got this one. I got this one here. Let me see. And I'm trying to post this right now for everybody. So hold on here. It's coming. Now you guys, I'm going to give it to, all right, already for a double. Let me give this to Christian. I know they post this trade somewhere, so hold on here. So traders, I guess I put this in the general for them. Okay, so this is the Lulu trade for today. Whoever's putting that out, I'm going to put it out in the portfolio here. All righty. Oh, USAR, we're waiting for that one. That's the only position we have left here. So we got it is symbol is Lulu. If I could spell, author me. Entry price would be 365. We don't really have a trade idea. This I guess is trade idea 28. And our target is 750. And the alert here is buy to open. 1 LULU September 26th, 157.5 put for $3.65. And let me see here. So we should have that up. Oh, Ellie. Lulu, LUL.
They say that they're saying the tight yoga pants aren't in anymore. What's going on, Leisha? Is this true? Like they're saying the baggy stuff is back in. We want to look baggy again, like MC Hammer.
Back to the 80s.
That's right.
Wow.
All right. We're going back to the 80s.
New kids
Well,
on
everything
the block.
Everything
We don't
always
need
comes back, but they change it just a little bit, so they have to buy the newer one.
Oh, just enough?
Right.
All right,
Yes,
here, let's
just
see
enough
here.
to get you to buy the newer version.
All right,
You can't
so
just
here we
reach
go.
into the back of your closet, right?
I do,
MC
though.
Hammer.
I do.
Me too.
Now, a couple things here before we leave. Again, low latency button. Underneath the screen, there's a little button that says low latency. If you turn that off and go from green to gray, it should fix. Also, adding this event to your calendar. So we're here every week. All of the pick ideas come out during the week. Actually, it was a pretty good week of picks, to be quite honest. And here you could add the event to your calendar. We will fix whatever technical issues we had today. They will be fixed, but you could add to your calendar Yahoo, Outlook, Google, or Apple. So if I go through the list, we have Amazon we like. I would say that's a number 2, but it could be a little wishy on waiting for the Fed here this week. Walmart, we had a good positive pick, but Hans likes that more like a pair. Long Amazon, short Walmart might make a good pair. Rocket Lab, Leisha's out on. Etsy already made the move higher. Gold, again, I think gold. I like gold all the way to the 17th. However, you might get a little bit of shake from inflation data this week. And then Lulu is our pick, ended up being because, again, earnings compression, all of the things that are hurting a lot of retailers with multiple compression. There's no AI in the story, lots of stuff like that. And the option prices are very, very inexpensive for a big stock like this. So I'm buying open one Lulu, SEP 26, 157. I put for 365. If it closes over 165, I'm out of the position. And we're looking for like 141 is the ugly chart area for Leisha on that one. So we're going for at least a double here on this. And I think that's it for the week.
All right. Now we just wait and see. Wait for the inflation. And then everyone's going to go on about stagflation. Oh, it's stagflation. No, it's not.
Right. Yep.
No,
and
it's
again,
not.
I don't see how any of that's going to be good for Lulu, but all righty. You guys have a good week. The track record of trades is in the free portfolio section. And for everybody that is Option Pit members, come to our rooms this week, and then State of the Market will give you a list of what's going on here. All right. All right, everybody. Have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Same clock, 10 o'clock. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.